Alright, welcome back. We're going to work on letter B. First thing we always need to do is find a common denominator. I'm going to do that by breaking this into pieces, right? X plus 3, x plus 5, right? That's 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8, right? That's my normal diamond factoring. I need a common denominator. So I see that I have x plus 3, x plus 5, x plus 3, and x plus 5. So I know I'm going to have to multiply this times x plus 5. Right, what I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. As well as over here, I need to multiply times x plus 3. What I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So I should have that. I'm going to do my 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is plus 6x minus this whole thing here. Right, I didn't have to change this at all because my denominator was already there. And then I still have my equals 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times 5, which is positive 15. Right, I still have my common denominator, which is x plus 3 times x plus 5, right, which is what I have right here, x plus 3 times x plus 5. Alright, that means really that I can get rid of my denominators, multiply by this, multiply by that. When I multiply this entire thing, both sides, by that x plus 3 and x plus 5, cancels with this, x plus 3, x plus 5, cancels with this. I'm left with just what I have left here. I do want to distribute the negative sign in. Right, distribute it in there, so I'm going to have 2x squared plus 6x minus x squared minus, or plus x, negative and a negative makes a positive, negative and a negative makes a positive 10, equals 3x plus 15. Right, from there, I'm going to put these together, 2x squared and minus x squared is x squared. I have 6x plus x is plus 7x plus 10, right? I have 3x plus 15. Right, from there I need to subtract 3x, subtract 3x. While I'm at it, I'm going to subtract 15 and subtract 15 so that I have x squared plus 4x. 10 minus 15 is negative 5 equals 3x minus 3x. That equals 0. I set that equal to 0 because I saw that that was a quadratic. And I saw this piece here. Because that's a quadratic, I know it has to be equal to 0 in order to solve it. So I'm going to try and factor this. Alright, remember that I have a negative 5 on top, positive 4 on bottom. That means I'm going to start with 5 and negative 1. Right, so I have x plus 5, x minus 1 equals 0. Alright, my answers are then going to be x equals negative 5 or x equals 1. Alright, so I should have 2 solutions. The last thing I want to do when I look at my solutions is I want to check and see if I have any extraneous solutions. Extraneous spelled like this. Extraneous solutions are things that don't actually work for our problem. So when I look at this negative 5, I want to go back to the top of my problem where I had my question. I want to check my denominators. Notice that if I take this negative 5 and I plug it in right here into this denominator, what would happen? I would have negative 5 plus 5. That's going to be 0. 2x divided by 0 is undefined. That's therefore going to ruin the entire equation. Therefore, this is not a possible answer. That's what we call extraneous. So this would not be one of my answers. I'm going to check the same thing. I have x equals 1. I'm going to check here. 1 plus 5 would be 6. That's all right. 1 squared is 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 15, that's not 0, and 1 plus 3, that's 4, that's totally fine. So it doesn't really matter what the denominators are so long as they're not 0. So I know that x equals 1 is my only possible solution.